Hi guys, Dan and Sarah here again. This is where we're at this week. Hopefully we can get this done. You see here I still got the windows on the sides to get done. We'll be adding two 6-foot windows on the south side. And the paneling looks good. We got the upper eaves still to finish also on both sides. This is the west wall and the east wall on the back side still need to be done. But this is where we're at, and we're going to get this dried in this week. So let's go and see what we all got to do here. Now first off, I got to cut the frame for the windows. These are 6 foot, so they're 72 inches wide. I'm cutting these a 1/2 inch shorter. I want to make sure I have a little gap in the middle so the two windows, as they open or close, don't rub against each other. Now remember, like I said, each piece of lumber is at different lengths. You can see by the end there the different lengths. They don't come at the 6 foot, 8 foot, however long. They're always going to be a little variance. So I made sure my points were the same and then cut those down. Same thing with the long pieces here. They're at 71.5 inch. And I made my windows 17 inch, even though I have a 24 inch space. I wanted a little room just so I make sure none of it will scrape or rub against anything. They came out pretty good, which you'll see. Right now the brackets I'm using are just L brackets. I'm putting them towards the inside of the window. Seems to be the strongest because that's where everything's going to be pressured at. The wood is only, it's supposed to be 1 by 4 inch. It's only 3/4 of an inch by 3.5 inch. So the screws I'm using are 3/4 inch. With the metal plate, they don't pop through the other side. So it makes it just that much cleaner looking all in all. But each corner of these will get these L brackets, and there is 6 holes on each, and I am making sure I put 6 screws in each. It'll hold it very strong, and once the panels get put on, it'll make it that much stronger. Now the second one is the same way. I just stacked them on top of each other and build in the same frame. So I got 2 frames the same size. Now the panels here are 12 foot long, so I cut it in half using that cutoff wheel on the skill saw. Now the panels here, I make sure that the top edge is even with the top so it does not interfere with the window opening or closing. Plenty of room. And one end, left or right, will be even, but the other end will have a little hangover, which is fine, which will help protect the ends of the windows itself, the boards, from the weather. But we're going along the same lines. I pilot hole everything, and then I am still using the 3/4 inch screws to fasten this down because I don't want it to pop through. Now as you see, the panel hangs down quite a bit. which you'll see why I did it that way. Second panel's the same way. Now I just flip it over. Now I gotta add the hinges to the window. Now I want to make sure that they're in between the studs. So I measured and I have equal length from both ends. Just depends on how you build yours. My dad even came out to give me a hand with this. Same thing. Sometimes you need a extra pair of hands. The 6-foot panels are not bad, but for putting the hinges up, it sure makes it much nicer when you have an extra set of hands. The hinges here, I put the roll part above the window itself, which will give me a little gap, which is fine, better ventilation. Now putting it up, the center stud, you'll see, it's not covering the whole thing. It'll give me about, 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch space between the windows, so it won't rubber scrape. And all I did here was lined up the windows and then attached the hinges where they're supposed to sit. And this way I know there's no binding, rubbing, scraping, and they'll stay pretty solid up there. Second window goes up the same way. The one end I have the panel on the right side is flush, where on the left it sticks over a little bit, but same difference. When this window gets set in place, we make sure we have a small gap between them so they don't rub or scrape as it's opened or closed. Then same thing, I have about a 1/2 inch space above, just so the hinge has plenty of room to lay it nice and flat against the wall. The hinges are on the inside of the window, not the outside. Makes it nice and flush. And you can see it opens and closes real nice. There's nothing wrong with that. Now the upper eaves is a little different story. These are all angle cut. Each piece has to be measured and put into place. There's really no way around that. Each piece, this is where it takes a little time, lots of cutting, lots of fitting. But once it's all in place and it's all done, it really looks nice. Now here's the end. We've got the eaves all done. It's all set up real nice. Looks good. This wall is dried in with the door in place. This will hold up real nice. And the windows, as you can see, I'll put a latch on them to keep them closed during the stormy weather. But you see the bottom panel here, I'll show you on the one, how it hangs over. So this way, it lays over the top of the lower panels for water runoff. Want to try to keep it as water controlled as I can on the inside. And it's a nice overhang, so there's no way that I'm going to have any problems with wind, rain, or anything else coming into it. The space up on top you can see for a little ventilation, which really helps a lot. And the back side, as you can see, this is the east side. All the panels are in place, and she's all dried in. Yeah, we'll take a look on the inside here. You see how it's all paneled down. We'll take a look on the inside. The fence around the garden box will be going bye-bye. I'll tear that out. We'll be cutting that back to 3 foot instead of a 4-foot bed. And I will keep you guys updated as I go along. Plenty still left to do, but it is all dried in and it is getting warm inside there. So please remember to hit the like button on this video, on this series. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Sarah loves watching everybody on the screen. She loves barking at everybody. She really enjoys it. So I will keep you folks all updated as we go along here. Y'all take care. Y'all have a good day.